Hey, what's going on? This is Rad with SoftRep.com, and we are here at the SIG Sauer range here outside of Las Vegas, Nevada for SHOT Show 2026. Let's go check it out. Okay, hey, what's up? And so welcome back. You saw me intro that we're here at SIG Sauer, and I have ran into Andy York over here with SIG. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And Andy's going to talk about what we have right here, which are just the optics and everything that's going to be shown off today at the range. So Andy, talk to me about what you think is going to be just like the one that everyone wants to see out of this group right here.
I think honestly, they're all very innovative. All these are like our hottest products, but I think image stabilization as a category is something that we've really made a name on in the last few years. We've expanded the binocular line, so this has a gimbal inside, and it's actually moving the prism to take all the shake out, and then we put it into a spotting scope this year. So this is a super attractive line for the military. We're putting a reticle in here, and we're putting a aluminum kind of skeletonized cage on the outside, so you can put a weapon-mounted rangefinder on there if you want to, and turn it into a ranging platform.
Right, and so like, would this also be good to cross over into like the hunting world?
It is. They're very right now. I'd say that's where most of the market is right in the hunting category.
Yeah, exactly.
We do have a marine version of this that's sold to the marine channel.
Yeah.
It's in orange, and it has a polarizer lens
That's
to cut
cool.
glare on the water, and it has a neck strap that floats, so if you drop it in the ocean, it doesn't sink.
Is there a compass that gives you direction?
There's not a compass in there now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Your phone will do that, though.
Yeah, that's true. Your nose should do that,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And then what do we have right here? Let's talk about the SIG thermal that I'm looking at right here.
So this is the SV50. It has a built-in 905 laser rangefinder. It has complete applied ballistics on board. You set up your profile of what rifle you're putting it on, and it automatically is looking at temperature, pressure, humidity, distance, incline, and it's giving you a fire control system in a thermal.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's very popular, mostly for hog hunting.
For sure, because you can just see it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Coyote or hog or...
This guy's the Romeo 9T. That was built basically for special forces. It's the only kind of sight of its kind. You'll see there's two sets of windage and elevation adjustments on it. Separately zeroable green dot and a red dot. So you can set up like 300 blackout, sub, and super, or you could do suppressed, non-suppressed, or practice rounds versus live rounds.
Yeah, this is nice. Like the color as well. Very cool, very cool. Very innovative here at SIG. And then, of course,
this is the Romeo AT AMR, and this was really designed as a system with the magnifier cammed out of the way. You're maybe close quarters combat. It's got a circle dot reticle or whatever reticle you want to program it to have, and whatever brightness level. And then usually when you cam in a magnifier, it's because you want to make more of a mid-range engagement. And you might want to see the ballistic holdover reticle and maybe dim it down a little bit because the magnifier makes it too bright. So it automatically remembers magnifier in, magnifier out, and it changes the reticle automatically.
Awesome. That's forward thinking.
Yeah,
right.
That's kind of what we do at SIG. I mean, whether it's electro-optics or firearms or ammo, like that's kind of our mission, is to innovate. We're close to the user base. We listen to what they need, what works, what doesn't.
And you are the
and we improve. And we are the user.
Exactly. It's like, not only are they a member, but they're also like the president. You know what I'm saying? So like
this guy behind me, that's the new machine gun optic.
Yeah, let's zoom in on this a little bit over here.
So we built it for our machine gun, but actually you can put it on any carbine. It's called the X-Ray 7 combat optic. This is a 1550 shortwave infrared rangefinder.
Oh yeah.
So that's a pretty expensive toy. There's also a 905 version of that for the commercial market.
What's the wattage of the infrared?
Oh,
is it like a 5 watt? Did I get you?
I have no idea. You stumped me. You got me. I don't know.
Okay,
My engineers would know.
That's okay.
And then this is a interesting optical system. Normally you use like an A-sphere or a Mangan lens. This has that on the roof. So when in the line of sight, all you're doing is looking through plate glass. So there's zero distortion. And then there's a complete display in here. So it's a disturbed reticle. It also has that AMR technology.
So you can have that.
But you can laze targets. It'll actually calculate all the applied ballistics, solution, and it will disturb the reticle to your fire control.
Who's your client for this?
This is 100%. It was designed for the machine gun program. But in the end, you can put it on. You can put this on a carbine, any rifle solution. You don't have to use it on a machine gun. You don't have to use it with this device. You could just set up a ballistic holdover reticle in here, and for whatever platform you want to put it on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Andy, thanks for taking us over all of these different optics that you guys here at SIG this morning. So it's been a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks.
Soft Rep, what's up? Stay with us. We'll be right to the next thing right now. Let's go. Hey, what's going on? We are here to shoot stuff like I told you a second ago. But this time, I've met up with Scott over at the SIG P320 booth right here, and we're gonna talk about that. Tell me what I'm about to fire.
Well, you got a couple of the M17 and M18 with the M17 optics. So this is the gun that's issued to the military and multiple military units around the globe.
Awesome, and I'm gonna be able to pop up the shot, right?
Yeah, please. I got a loaded magazine.
What should I go with?
Steel target.
Can I go with this one first?
I'll start with the full size. Let's go with the M17 with the M17 optic.
Okay, perfect. Wow, I love that. It's like butter. It's like pop, pop, pop. That was real nice. That was real nice.
All right, M18, a little compact version, 3.9-inch barrel on that, and a 21-round magazine.
I love the 21-round box mag. Okay, I love that aspect. Maybe I have this pistol. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Let's give this a whirl. Oh, yeah.
All right, I got three more pistols that I'll bring over.
Okay, perfect. We're going to shoot a few more pistols.
All right, this is AXG with the Spectre comp. So you're going to find the recoil management with this is much better. And then this is the Romeo X open optic as well. It's got 3 reticles on that. What you're going to find is the weight of this aluminum grip really helps dampen the recoil along with the Spectre comp. So
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I'm excited. Let's give that a pop here. Oh yeah.
And it drives that dot right back
Oh
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
It makes a big difference.
that was really nice and like level.
Yes.
Right?
All right, this is a competition pistol. This is the 320 X5 Legion.
Okay.
It's got the TXG, the tungsten infused grip. You can find it's got a little bit more weight, and it's got adjustable sights on that.
All right, perfect. The Legion. This is great, right? Right? Kid to caddy store right here. Here we go. Oh, that's beefy. Okay.
All right, so stand by. All right, so this is the all stainless steel X5. This is a competition pistol, adjustable sights, but this is weighing in at 46 ounces. So you're
46 ounces.
You're going to feel the weight on that, and it's going to help dampen that recoil.
Oh yeah, huh? You can already feel that bad boy. Oh, Jesus. Right off the bat.
Yes. Yeah, it drives that.
Wow, that's just like pop, pop.
Dot comes right back.
Jeez. Okay, so the Romeo and the sights are really cool to have on a dot. It helps put it right on there.
Yeah.
You know, I noticed I missed a few more shots with just open iron sights. I still hit some of them though, but you know, I'm only human, okay? I'm only human. Oh, I was excited. Well, that's awesome. Hey, thanks so much for showing us around all of the pistols here.
All right.
All right, let's go check out the next thing here at SIG. Yeah, okay, it's good, right? So, hey, you're following along. Now we've made it over to the SIG range with the M7, and I've got Josh, one of the heads of the military designing application of the M7, right, Josh?
Yep. Yeah, Josh Shoemaker, Defense Product Management here at SIG Sauer. Been involved with the NGSW program right since day one.
Day one.
Yeah.
So we have right here, we have the first iteration of the M7 that is being used. It's just a year old, right?
Yeah, so this weapon system has been actively being fielded around the world now. I mean, I'll say, yes, this is the first iteration that the customer or that the Army has been receiving. Multiple iterations behind that, right? The development process throughout that. But yeah, this is the M7, right? It used to be the XM7, but we were fortunate enough to have that X dropped as we passed, all of the additional testing. So the M7 system that's currently being fielded today.
That is so awesome. And so what makes this so special that, this is why we're going to be trying to choose this for our military forces?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say from the program standpoint, I've worked in this industry now for 9 years, and this program had some of the most hands-on user feedback that I've ever been a part of, right? Multiple times, traveling around to different bases, getting soldier touch points, soldier feedback, soldier experiences. At SIG Sauer, we've got a lot of prior end users, and their voices really matter to us. And we want to make sure that we give the warfighter the best possible solution. The innovation behind this system really comes from that hybrid cartridge.
Yeah.
Right, and there'll be some ammo demonstrations, and you can kind of understand hybrid and what that means and what that does. But that's really the innovation in the capability increase in the lethality of this weapon system. When we look at like 5.56 and what it's capable of, I think over the last 10 years we've kind of started to realize that there's some downsides to that smaller caliber round as we start to fight near peer threats, and we start to understand what our engagement distance is as that increases.
And you still need
precision,
right? You still need to have that, like, I can go distance but still hit what I'm trying to engage out there, right?
Absolutely. So that is this system. You're in a larger, more like an AR-10 instead of an AR-15 platform weapon system. And one of our strategies early on in this program was to give the soldier something that they were familiar with. If you look at this weapon system, right, we've got a lot of AR style controls, from your selector to your bolt catch, mag release,
ambidextrous,
paddle. Right? You've got everything on both sides.
That's sweet right there, huh? That mag release right there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's super sweet.
That paired with that side charging handle is a game changer.
Look at that, yeah.
So it's a non-reciprocating side charging handle. One of the reasons that we wanted to do that, right, in an AR-10, everything's a little bit bigger, so you have a little bit of a stiffer spring. This can be a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
Everything, my arms are all kind of close in.
You have to rack it.
Reaching out here, I have a lot more leverage to be able to manipulate that weapon.
Can I see that for just a second?
Yeah, please.
Check this out right here. Look at this. See? Right here. Right? Instead of having to pull it back all the time, you can just rack it just right here. Just a lot more convenient. Ergonomics is really what you're going after here, man. Just and for being this size, it doesn't have that much weight to it as I was expecting, right?
Yeah.
Now, you guys have moved on to another aspect of this, right?
Absolutely, right. So when you take this weapon system, I think we both know, right, this is obviously heavier than an unsuppressed M4, which is the legacy system that this is replacing. So when guys kind of, were first evaluating this weapon system, they said, okay, well, it's heavier, it's a little bit longer. We're adding a suppressor, which is a little bit new, right? So there's a little bit more weight up front. This rifle meets all of the requirements of the program, but SIG has been very involved in listening to some of that soldier feedback and trying to understand what some of their needs and, complaints were, and to deliver a product that was improved over this original design. And we can go ahead and run through that next one.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Let me go grab it.
All right, perfect. Okay, we'll just wait for Josh to come right back over here. He'll bring us that new compact style carbine of the M7, and we're super excited to check that out. I'm not gonna look. I'm not looking. I'm not looking yet. Okay, now I'm looking. Oh, may I just?
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah, look at that, huh?
So this is
same bolt, love that.
Yeah, same controls. Everything's the same that we talked about. There's a few different improvements that we did, right? So the first thing that we did, we understand, the length, right? Okay, so it was a little bit of a longer system. So we reduced the barrel length from 13 inch to 11 inch. We reduced the overall suppressor length, so you've got a little bit of a shorter suppressor.
Yeah, you
up
do. It's a
here.
little stubby guy.
Right. You know, still giving you good sound performance, still giving you good signature reduction, but in a little bit of a shorter package, a lighter package. One of the cool things that we added, this can kind of looks a little bit different. You can kind of see this shroud around it. As individuals started fielding suppressors for the first time, I think everybody kind of started to realize, well, as I shoot a suppressor, it gets hot. And as it gets hot, I'm gonna be detectable with thermals and IR. What this shroud does is it actually reduces your heat signature. So it's a titanium shroud. It keeps a lot of that heat in from dissipating off of
And
the
the
can.
glow from a night vision, somebody's
Right.
nods, looking out there saying, I see a glowing
It looks like
barrel.
a bunch of little lightsabers
Yeah,
running around
you would. You
the
see it. And
Right.
thermals, a bunch of hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like, oh, there's a bunch of hot Cheetos. And if you have PVSs with overlay of thermal, you're jacked, bro.
Yeah. And this reduces that signature pretty considerably, and helps. Another added benefit is that it also helps reduce your mirage.
Yeah.
So when you're starting to try to extend out at distance and shooting targets, as that can gets hotter and that heat dissipates off the can, it can obscure a lot of your vision and make it hard to stay on target and actually aim what you're trying to hit.
And it helps when you don't have to maybe wear these all the time, or if something happens and you got to go this route, you know, if you don't have your ear protection on, you've got something that can keep the ears from getting hardcore tinnitus.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? I mean, really, let's talk about it.
Some other differences that we did is we improved the handguard rigidity. So we came up with a really clever design in the receiver that helps these screws clamp on the handguard. That becomes important when you start mounting lasers, optics, right, or anything on the handguard. You don't want to have any deflection so that it gets offline from your bore access. So improving the rigidity with these reinforced screws has been a huge upgrade.
Sure.
And it's kind of something that most people don't see or notice, but certainly something that we address and attack. Obviously, the biggest difference, right, is our weight.
Yeah.
We've reduced this weight by almost half a pound.
Yeah.
So now you've got a weapon system that's only really like a half a pound heavier than an M4, but gives you a significant capability increase. We've done some things with the stock as well, right? So originally we had the folding stock. A lot of users never had that capability and they felt like they didn't need it necessarily. So we've gone to a fixed stock, which makes the system a little bit more robust, less moving parts.
That's fine.
And reduces some of the weight. But what's nice about it is
that mounted on a Picatinny rail?
Yeah, it's mounted on a rail.
Bro,
And it's one screw clamp.
Ooh, I just like the stock then. If you got a Picatinny rail, you know.
You can change that out.
Exactly.
So when you got guys that are in like mounted,
Airborne.
getting in and out of vehicles, if they want that capability, it still exists. So yeah, overall, just a reduced weight, reduced length, similar performance and capability. I think the soldiers are going to be really happy with this system.
I think I'm really happy with this system, and I'm going to get to try it.
Yeah.
So stick with me, and let's go shoot this bad boy, shall we?
Let's get it
All
done,
right,
dude.
let's do it, Josh.
Cool.
Let's go. Having it all right there, and the selector's right here. And
Yeah.
you're thinking. You guys are thinking. Okay. So first of all, those are different than
Yeah.
the 5.56.
That's that hybrid ammunition.
Right here, that's that 6.8 ammo right here. I'm gonna slap it in.
Give it a rip.
Oh yeah, right. All right, here we go. Let's see here.
Set more over here for you guys. It's the smell of freedom.
Yeah, I tell you what it is. Oh, bro. Nice, dude.
What do you think?
It smells great.
Yeah.
Shoots great. It's got some kick to it, though, bro. Like, you're going to feel that, right? I had to readjust my shoulder after the second shot on each time.
Yeah.
I almost probably needed to extend the stock, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's all I felt, and that's just being honest.
Yeah, no.
But otherwise, I hit the target.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Especially when you're like, hey, hit that green one. It's like, all right, course correct.
Yeah.
Right? You're
Yeah.
like, go here, go there.
Yep.
So what a great system that you guys have put together. I mean, with all things said and done, what it does and what it's for, these guys are the innovators of this type of device, this tool, this system here for our soldiers. And so I know why you're building them. And we thank you for putting
you.
all of your passion into something like this, because freedom's not free.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, it's been great talking with you, Josh.
You too.
Hey, thanks so much,
Thanks,
dude.
Rad.
All right. Hey, this is Rad with
Have a good
Soft Reps.
one.